But let's talk about Team Nigeria's departure as they take part in 22 sports at the 2019 Africa Games in Morocco with a total of 380 athletes representing the country. On Wednesday, the Flying Eagles and the beach volley teams were at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport at about 2 a.m. in the morning before departing for Rabat, Morocco. Our correspondent Mian Akiran, of course, was live with them to witness the departure. He will join me in the studio. Let's listen to the report.
Nigeria's representatives in football and beach volleyball men and women's team departed Lagos on Wednesday from Morocco venue of the 2019 African Games. The women's volleyball team, led by captain Norega Tochukwu, say their aim is to return with the gold medal.
Last All African Games, we are the defending champion in beach volleyball, so we are ranked #1. So I think this time around we are going to maintain the ranking, and Nigeria should expect good from us back.
Good. I'm not under. We are not under pressure because we know we are going for good.
Head coach Ajilore Kayode says the men would not disappoint Nigerians.
We have prepared, so all we just know is that we are going there to go and at least play and not to disappoint Nigeria.
All right, they are going there to play and not to disappoint Nigeria. Well, at this point, let me bring in me and Akira, my colleague, who was at the airport. As a matter of fact, he hasn't gone home because he was at the airport to cover their departure. Well, Mian, before now, quite a number of athletes were very vehement in their criticism of the AFN for inadequate preparations for the Games. You witnessed their departure last night. Did things change vis-a-vis that before the departure? Well,
departing doesn't necessarily tell if things change in terms of preparation, but I want to believe that Team Nigeria, to a large extent, didn't get the best of preparation going to the African Games, and I'm one person who's not expecting much. I'll give an example. As we speak today, you have the DR Congo table tennis team camping in Nigeria. This team went to Qatar. They were in Mauritius before coming to Nigeria. From Nigeria, they would depart straight for Morocco, Rabat, where the African Games would take place. Now, I had a chat with the coaches and all that. In football, for instance, Paul Aibogun had about 14 days to work with these players, although it was with them, at the Under-20 World Cup in Poland. But then you want to take a look at the fact that in the past, we had a story about our boxers would camp in Cuba, others would camp in different countries to acclimatize for African Games, but it's not the way, it's not that way at this point in time, and it's a bit
So the other members of the team, apart from football, didn't get as much time to prepare for the Games?
Well, just like the athletes have always said, for example, the foreign-based athletes in terms of athletics, they're of the opinion that they didn't get, the best of support. Although on their own, they are training and they've got good timings as far as athletics is concerned. You have Divine Odudu in 100 meters, Blessing Okagbare doing very well in the sprint events also. And I think if these athletes are well motivated to a realistic extent, we could indeed get some gold medals, from them. But by and large, I don't think, we have the best of facilities to train with and also the best of preparation going into the African Games in Morocco.
All right. Which of the sports do you think will give us the most medals? Quite a number of sporting events, athletics, volleyball,
I would stick with track and field. Track and field because, I've been to some of the camps of these athletes. Let's take a look at boxing, for example. Boxing, I'm not quite impressed with our boxers because the facilities are not there for them to train with. That's one. Secondly, I take a look at the selection, and I've not been impressed with the coach to a large extent, but in the coming days, we'll reveal much more. Now, let's go to athletics, for example. Divine Odudu is doing very well. He's the fastest African in the sprint event. Blessing Okagbare in the women's event is also doing very well. And you want to take a look at Ese Brume. In Turkey, the penultimate week, she had a good outing in long jump. And she is the only African, living or dead at this point in time, to have won 3 gold medals consecutively in a row.
All right, me
Games.
and they are hurrying me to say it's all right now. You know, when we talk sports, I mean, there's no shortage of excitement, and the time is not always our friend. Well, thank you very much indeed.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.